His foot slipped and his head fell onto a spike. Well, a nurse held his head up until crews arrived, and paramedics, they had to cut the fence and take him to the ER with that fence still attached to his neck.
I feel like other people might have tried to struggle and it just would have torn their neck and made it so much worse. But I just needed to focus on the help that was coming, and I think that's what really saved me.
Now, a cable television show is planning to air this reenacted version of the events he lived through. Yeah, it is still hard to watch, even though you know it's a reenactment here. They're going to air that this weekend.
Well, it is something many victims are not comfortable necessarily talking about. Health experts say most men do not want to admit that they're being physically abused in their relationship. It's a serious issue that happens a lot more than you probably think. A Catholic Charities domestic violence shelter in the East Valley now trying to open up the dialogue here. My Sister's Place started taking in male victims about a year ago. They say 1 out of every 7 to 10 men is a victim of domestic violence. But the stats are hard to know for sure because there's still a lot of shame involved, and many men never actually report the abuse. So far, My Sister's Place is one of the only Valley shelters that accepts men.
It was just a bad situation, and I just, had to leave. So it was kind of like an emergency.
Was there some embarrassment in coming forward saying, I'm in an abusive relationship?
Oh yeah, definitely. That's the biggest problem, is leaving and then asking for help.
The shelter goes on to say that the high-profile Jodi Arias murder trial actually changed the way a lot of people look at domestic violence against men.